What's happening, guys? Hello. You know, I forgot about this, and I've been laying here in my bed. I put the wall air conditioner on in the dining room area, and it's too cold in the living room, so I have to come back here. I know. First it was too hot. I even went and turned it down, or up, or whatever. Not up, but so it wouldn't be as cold. I know, whatever. And I put it on 5. So, yeah, it is a wall unit. So I have this big whiteboard up here on my chest of drawers. And early this morning, like when I went to go take a shower and stuff, or it doesn't matter when. But anyway, welcome. My name's Sirena, and we are a DT. Is it a DT or a ditty? I do this every time. I apologize. I'm sorry for yelling at you. That means we're boundless and we're limitless, right? We're also Neo, the New Earth Order, building the New Earth Oasis, whatever that means. You'll know what that means when you get to that consciousness level that you're striving for. You'll begin to see that the oasis, that the heaven is within oneself. But anyway, that was a side note. So back to the matter at hand. No, this whiteboard, dry erase board. In late November, no, maybe it was late November, but the end of 2021, like November and December, might have even been in the beginning of 2022, January or February. Anyway, I got this whiteboard from the guy across the street named Carrie. And, you know, I had read or watched something about Bruce Lee when he injured his back, and he was, I don't know, what was it, a year or two. He had to do a lot of work on himself, then he came back better than ever, right? I don't know if he came back better than ever. But anyway, his thing was walk on. Like, I guess he had it written on cards or whatever when he was hanging upside down, or not upside down, but face down. And his was walk on, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to copy that, you know. So at first I had ride on, right? But I do have road trip, because road trip since 2020, I've been really working towards that. So 5 years in the making now. 5 years, holy shit. I look back to where I was then, you know, 50 years old, riding around with a fucking 25-year-old. I must have been 51. We were 26 years apart anyway. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, back to this whole thing. So I was like, what is it you love? What do you wish you could do when I was flat on my back, right? I'm like, dancing. I love dancing. So I wrote dance on. And today when I was walking through into the kitchen, I looked up and I was brought back to the time of when that was a vision and that was a dream of mine. Not only to get out of bed, sit up like I'm sitting now, move around at all, but it was dancing. So I'm there. I've been there. But what a awesome thing to be brought back to that. Being brought back to the time that, hey, thank you. It's been written on there since then, okay? Since that time. And I've never really I've looked at it, but I never really put stock or thought into that. But today, as I'm walking through, I look up and dance on, and then I was brought back to, God, remember when that was a wish and a dream of yours, if you could just dance again? If you could just go on that road trip? But whatever you have written down, whatever seed you have planted, don't have it yet. What's written will come about. Namaste.